Hi there. Today I want to show you my stackable worm composting system that we built in a local meetup where one member showed us how to do it. And this is a quite space efficient way of doing your own composting. It consists of these are 10-gallon Rubbermaid totes. And as I said, it's stackable. So the top bin is the one where the compost is in with the worms, and I show you later how it looks like. And this one is underneath to collect whatever fluids are being produced by the composting process and by the worms. So the material that we used for this is these 10-gallon totes, very fine screen mesh with spray adhesive, and yeah, in this case I have put duct tape on the side. So this is how it looks inside. I just started it today. At least I put everything together today. I collected for about a week my kitchen scraps in this bucket using a bio bag, biodegradable bag from a company called BioBag. And it was actually interesting to see, after 1 week when I just dumped it in there, I saw the bag already falling apart, so I left the bag in there. I don't know yet if it will completely disappear with the kitchen scraps, so that will be interesting to see. I keep it covered under the kitchen sink, and I have no problems with smell at all with ants or with fruit flies. This is a perfect way of doing it. You can also buy these containers with a lid that you can put under the kitchen sink. So yeah, it took me about a week to fill that up. But I eat a lot of veggies and fruit, so we are like a 3-person household. But for now this works well for about a week. And worms, the worms in there are red wigglers that I ordered from this guy, Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. About 2 pounds of red wigglers arrived yesterday. They were in this bag embedded in peat moss, and they looked very alive still. They are only shipping on Monday, so there is no issue with the worms being stuck somewhere over the weekend. And the way this works here, before I put in the worms and the composting, I put bedding in there in form of like damp newspaper. This needs to be damp, not too wet, not too dry. So I use that to cover the ground, and then I put the worms in, and the entire bucket full of kitchen scraps. So as you notice, I started in one corner here, and I will go around in that tote every week. I will basically move it around and not dump it on each other or distribute. So there are basically different stages, different composting stages happening within this container. Yeah, so here's the lid again with the holes, and this one here has ventilation holes on the side. And let me just pull that out. And these are drainage holes on the bottom of the tote, and the one underneath is without any holes, so this is just to collect all the fluids that are coming down, and you can use these fluids perfectly for fertilizing. So why am I doing it? First of all, I am starting my own veggie garden here on my balcony, so I will have lots of different things going on growing here, and I can use this perfectly for that purpose, to fertilize, to get fertilizer for my own garden. And it also reduces my regular trash significantly. So it's really hard to believe, but a week of collecting food scraps in there, I mean, I'm at least cutting my regular trash in half. I'm also recycling, so it's really minimizing the trash that goes to the landfill. So yeah, multiple effects here. Good. So this will be interesting to see how it evolves. I'm putting this bedding stuff on top of the food scraps, so there's no smell. I mean, right now I don't smell anything. Fruit flies won't be attracted, and it's just a good way to keep the worms in there. When this thing starts to fill up, and depending on how fast I am collecting my worm food, so to say, I can use another container and just put it on top. So this is exactly the same, prepared the same way like the top container here, and I can just put it on top here and continue with my composting. The worms will work their way up, and you can basically stack that system and not using additional space. So right now I leave that aside. I'm actually putting both containers, both totes, in the one that I'm not using, and yeah, that's it. So it's important that these worms are kept in a location that is not too hot and not too cold. So right now it's spring over here, so I will probably leave it outside here on the balcony, but in a shaded area. And as soon as it's getting too hot outside, I will move it inside. That will be in general interesting to see, because I have to figure out a way that ants are not attracted to this container while I have it outside and of course inside. So I'm trying to find out how I can do that. Probably put the system on something that raises it a bit off the ground, and then maybe work with baking powder, because I don't want to work with poison around here. So let's see. I'll figure out a way. Probably put up another video once I have an update concerning the process and also how it works here outside. So yeah, I think that's it for now. What will be interesting, and I'll post another video on that, once the process is done, you need to sort out the worms from the fertilizer, from the soil that you can use for planting, and that's a fairly simple process. But yeah, I'm not there yet, so that will take a couple of weeks, and then we'll go to the next stage. Thanks for watching. Bye.